that this is to benefit the very wealthy handful of people that live right on the beach. When you're shutting down the beach to us, that's how we are receiving it.
We are not shutting down
the beach. We
are not restricting the beach.
But I'm telling you that all of these people look at it as restriction.
When you go to a sporting event, who are the people that are right up front in box seats? Wealthy people, right? They pay a lot of money.
Right. Surfing is free. That's not a charge. It should always be free.
Yes, it's another skirmish in the never-ending battle over beach access here in the tiny borough of Deal. 2 years ago, the beaches here were widened by about 200 feet thanks to you, the taxpayer. $40 million of Hurricane Sandy relief money was used to widen the beaches here. And the first thing the borough did was to try to pass an ordinance limiting parking on a lot of the streets around here to residents only. People were outraged. The DEP said, no go. Taxpayers pay for the sand, they get to sit on it. That's the rule. Well, last night, the Borough Council tried again. They introduced another ordinance that critics say will effectively keep these beaches as private playgrounds for the people who live in these houses. Try to knock on some doors and see what residents think, but I haven't found anybody home. These are all summer homes. I guess they put the doors on when they come back in May. Their ordinance would require $100 annual permits to park in the streets around here during the summer. Anyone can buy these permits, not just homeowners, but critics say it's the same old trick using parking rules to keep out the riffraff.
There's a long history of Deal trying to restrict access to fishermen, surfers, locals, anyone that doesn't live on the beach in one of those multi-million-dollar mansions.
Now, Mayor Sam Cohen says the town needs this permit program to raise money because the newly widened beaches have attracted so many people who act like slobs, litter all over the beaches, and now they need to pay for trash cans and a $150,000 sand rake that will be driving along the beach to pick up the litter.
Last year, there was no fee to park, and the beach was free, and the crowds and the litter were out of control.
At least one Deal resident said that a lot of the litter is actually coming from the people, the summer residents who own these homes, who are now putting big tents on the beaches and having parties.
I think this is an infringement upon people. We pay taxes. We should be permitted to take our cars and park and look at the ocean. We don't have a pier. We don't have a boardwalk. That's all we have.
Obviously, people are using the beach, and I don't think anyone, well, some would, but beyond the class warfare nonsense, which I think is so easy for people to throw out, if you're using the beach and you're going to have a trash can and you want to have your tent or your fire or whatever, I think most people would have no issue paying $6, $8 for the privilege of using it.
It's ridiculous to sit there and complain. I mean, look at these people. Look how much they've spent on that house. You can't even swim in that water. There are plenty of other places on the Jersey Shore where you can have a phenomenal time, go surfing. You don't need to be hanging out in front of
Well, there are public beaches. I mean, Atlantic City is a free beach. You've got state parks.
I mean, they might be public beaches, but I do have to say, as somebody that lives on the shore, nobody is going to Deal or to Long Branch to go to the beach. I'm sorry, unless you belong to one of those beach clubs, that is not the beach you go to. So it's really not an issue for any residents.
Hey, Brian, who lives in that house?
All these houses are empty. I knocked on, nobody's here. They're all summer homes.
Is that Bruce Springsteen back there?
Bruce!
Let Bruce pay for it.